Now, for those of you who are Trump and anti-Trump supporters, both fans, I want you to listen up real quick. You see, let's go to the Democratic Party side, right? Since we are, at this point, going to talk about parties. If you wanted Hillary to win, this is karma for the Democratic Party for choosing Hillary. You see, because what happened is, obviously, the better choice was Bernie Sanders. However, he wasn't elected for the Democratic Party. Why? I don't even want to look into it. I have a headache already. But I'll give you two, maybe three key points on why he was a better choice for middle class. I could probably say a few why he wasn't, but I'm gonna leave that at one alone, right? Why he's a better choice? I'm gonna give you two good ones. One, for that two that would benefit the middle class working. One, he was all for universal health care. Now, if you're like me and you actually pay for your insurance, and you working, but you make too much to get free health insurance, you will benefit from this, because universal health care, everybody get free health insurance. Your tax dollars are going to pay for it. Just like your tax dollars pay for those who either A, don't make enough, and also not paying as much taxes as you, or B, they don't work at all, and they actually getting money from the government to survive. And on top of that, they still get free health care. How is that fair? But with Bernie Sanders' universal health care proposal, at least this is what he's vouching for, this will get you the free health care that everybody else, well, not everybody else, but those who don't work or can't afford it or are getting, right? Which is what, Medicaid? So now everybody who's a U.S. citizen, I'm hoping, I don't know the speculations of it, but I'm assuming you're a U.S. citizen, that's the only way you get it, they'll get the free health care. Just like they do in Canada. If you're a Canadian citizen, you get free health care. Everybody gets it. And some European countries, the same thing. It's awesome. Everybody will benefit. The middle class, the rich, the poor, everybody will benefit. So that's why that's awesome for the middle class. Because if you're like me, you're paying, I can add it up, but it's probably like close to $300 a month for your health insurance, and then a co-payment on top of that. Meanwhile, if you don't work, or better yet, if you don't make enough, you get the free health care and you don't have to pay a co-payment. It's like obvious choice. But yet, I don't know why it's not implemented. So if my tax dollar is going to pay for that, I want to get the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's one. Now, if the second thing, tuition-free college. Look, it's real simple. I'm guessing there's up to a bachelor's. I don't know speculations of it. But if you're a U.S. citizen, I keep saying that because, it could be legal resident. Basically, if you're not illegal. Look, I don't know speculations of it, but I'm sure is if you legally here, right? But even if it's not, if you're middle class, working, obviously you're legal, right? So this will benefit you. You get a free college education, just like, again, those who don't work or those who work and don't make enough will get the free college education. You, as a working class, no matter how much you make, regardless of income, you get the same benefit your tax dollars pay for. Again, that's another benefit. Think about it, how many of those who work right now who will have to pay for college, but now knowing you get a free college education with this proposal idea of his, how many will go back just to get a free college education to either A, broaden the opportunities? I mean, you probably need that bachelor's to get promoted or something. You know, it's just a benefit that you can go to school for because it's free and you don't have to worry about the debt burden on you. Okay. There was another one. I'm trying to remember. There was another key point, but those are the two major ones that as a middle class citizen, who's you know, again, majority of U.S. citizens are middle class, that will benefit from. Now Hillary, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if she wanted to tweak the Obamacare, but it's not the same as universal health care. The tweaking, I don't like it. I don't like Obamacare. You know, you could get into it, right? You know, yeah, you know, more people are covered. Yeah, why more people are covered? Because he's forcing it. So obviously more people will be covered when you're forcing everybody to take it, right? But then now there's like unintended consequences. Apparently, like, premiums are going up and people are paying more and it's not fair. Okay, yeah, they have some things where some companies agree that they won't have any existing conditions and stuff like that, and I get it. But you know what? Universal health care is a lot better because they're gonna take it no matter what. So look, listen. Other than that, honestly, all I can remember from Hillary, she's playing the woman card. She was, you know, these politicians when they politic over here and they do little debates, all they do is drag each other down instead of like being positive, say what they can do. You ask them a question, they'll turn it into a statement they want to make. It's sad. It's ridiculous, these debates. And I honestly wish Bernie was there in the Democratic Party instead of Hillary. You know, it's very sad. Now, let's pretend Bernie was there, right? Between him and Trump. Okay, now let's go to Trump. Trump wanted the wall. You know, here's the thing with the wall, right? It's going to cost $1 billion. Now, assuming we're going to pay for it, it's probably not worth it. I mean, you could say, look, instead of going to wars, we'll help pay for it, or, you know, whatever the case is. But I don't think, at this point, I don't know if it's feasible to build the wall and have the U.S. pay for it, right? Now, they say, okay, look, it's going to be half and half. You know, I get it. But, you know what I mean? I don't think it's feasible. Because what happens, you build a wall, they either go over it or under it. Or through it, for that matter, right? But, look, they got tunnels. They're going under the walls that are already there. It's like, I don't think that's going to solve the problem. Maybe hiring more Custom and Border Patrol officers. But you got to figure it's going to be how much cost effective it is. You know, it's just, at the end of the day, it's still going to be a burden on the U.S. debt. So, what I believe, and I think I did the vlog, but I'm going to touch on it real quick. Because I believe I did a vlog on it. Is actually the best thing to do is to make it hard for illegals here already. You see, what happens is, and I could be wrong, but there's so much information out there, right? So I believe that from what I hear, that if you illegal, you can still get like housing and like some kind of government, not all government assistance, but some government assistance, free education for undocumented immigrants. Look, you want to make it hard, this is what you do, right? It's real simple. And I did a vlog, so I'm gonna touch on it real quick. What you do is this: you make it hard for the illegals over here. That's it. So why there won't be any incentive crossover, because it's going to be hard for them to live here. Why? Because they won't get any education. So if they want to come here and bring their kids here, they can't apply to school. So it's like, oh, well, we're making it worse for our kids because they can't go to school for free. So they can't apply for education. They can't work, obviously, but then you got those who hire them, right, illegally. So what you do is you make some kind of law that says if you hire an illegal and you get caught, woo, the penalty's gonna be stiff. So you do that, no government assistance at all, no housing, nothing. You need to prove you're a citizen to any kind of government assistance, any kind of benefit. You need to prove your citizenship, right? That's it. I think by doing that, it's so much cost effective. It's gonna give an incentive for those who cross over illegally or overstay their visas or whatever the case is, because now they're undocumented. They can't do anything. So why come to the U.S. if you can't do anything? You can't work, you can't do this, it's just too much of a risk. No one's going to want to hire them because guess what? It's a big risk. So that's how you do it, in my opinion. So now, going back to Trump.
Reported ahead.
Trump, right? So, the war, whatever. The whole Make America Great deportation of illegals, that's like that's the number one thing I can say. The whole immigration in general, I'll lump it up all together. That's equivalent, or maybe not equivalent, but that's one key point for Trump. Remember, I said Bernie had two. There was another one with Bernie. I totally forgot. I had it before I started this vlog, and I totally forgot what the third point was. But for Trump, that's one. So that's two for Bernie, one for Trump. Now this is small. So number two for Trump would be that he, like I said, why did I say this? But he wanted to redo the tax system. So like, apparently the middle class won't be paying as much taxes as they were. It's probably a small percent change, maybe a little bit less, but they won't pay as much, which is good because the middle class carry the biggest burden when it comes to, not that they're paying the most, because I'm sure rich pays a lot, but like when you talk about how much of a burden is it on the rich compared to how much burden is on the middle class, because the poor gets everything free. So it's good to know that someone's going to support the working class, the middle class. So if anything, that might be a point for him. Maybe that's a possible point. And honestly, that's pretty much, I mean, there's not much more I can say, but you know what I mean? It's like, okay. For Trump, that's pretty much it. You know, the whole, I'm trying to think of anything else. Make America Great Again. Yeah. That's it. The deportation, honestly, if you illegal, you shouldn't be here. Look, I don't feel bad for those. You know, it's real simple. There's people who came here the right way, who got their resident visa, student visa, work visa, and they're here legal, and that's it. They did things the right way. They deserve to be here. And you continue those to apply and become a citizen, do things the right way. Those that cross over or overstay their visa and just want to get over, violate the U.S. immigration law, I don't feel bad. Look, at the end of the day, it's like this. If you feel that much about anybody should come in, don't worry about applying for anything, regardless of U.S. Immigration law. Look, change the law. Have a law says that there is no process. Just come in and that's it. Who cares? Then fine. Then everybody come in. Then I will not have a problem. If they want to make that a law, I have no problem with it. Anybody could come in. Anybody could get it. Go U.S. citizen or not. You know, it's like whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't have to apply to be a citizen because you're gonna get the same benefits. It's like, okay. So then don't make no requirement for citizenship. Just everybody comes in. That's it, right? Now, that I wouldn't have a problem with, but it's not the law. The law says, I have a problem when people think they could do things the easy way and not apply for it, and then you get those who's trying their best to apply, who study a little bit about the history and takes the civics, what's that, the civics exam or something like that. It's it's you know, it's not fair. So whatever, you know. And this is coming from a natural born citizen. Like, to me, I could say, oh, whatever, I don't care what, you know, I'm a citizen. But, you know, honestly, it's for those who did come here the right way. It's really not fair. It's really not fair to them. So now, honestly, I say with Trump, 1.5, you know, 1 and possibly 2 points. Bernie, 2 points. Now, without trying to extend this video, honestly, I totally forgot the third point, so I might end it off right here. But In the meantime, while I'm trying to think about it, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Like and share. It's just you know, this is one of those vlogs where you got to say the obvious. You know, it's just Bernie was the better choice, in my opinion. But the Democratic didn't pick them, so this is karma. That shit is karma. Now they got to deal with it. Now I guarantee you, next election, two things are gonna happen. Either A, they're gonna pick Bernie, or two, they're gonna do Hillary again, and then shit. Don't be surprised if Trump gets elected again. I'm just saying. People didn't think that they was gonna vote for Trump, and you know what? I'm glad he won. That's karma. Next time they'll pick Bernie, and then we'll see some kind of debates, and then I'll make a decision. As of right now, just on basing the points that I said, and forget about everything else, Bernie's the obvious choice. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, like and share, leave a comment, tell me your feedback. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know. And take care.